Hey guys, today we have a very common problem for the GE fridge where the lights get really dim or they don't work at all or sometimes they flicker, and it's very easy to fix, and you could probably do this for less than 30 bucks to get all of these lights fixed. The problem is these are all in series, so we don't know which light bulb is causing the problem. One of them is malfunctioning, but there's a series of them, so we just have to do these one by one. All you got to do is pry them off. I'm using a really small screwdriver. You could even use a butter knife to kind of pry it out from the fridge. You press down on this little tab here, and then you can pull the wire off of the LED bulb, and the housing and the bulb come out together. And there's a link in the description below to get these little bulbs. You don't need the housing, but just the bulb. I'm going to use a small screwdriver to push the little plastic tabs that are holding the bulb away. I'm going to pull out these bulbs, LEDs, and I'm going to line it up inside the housing, and then all you got to do is just push down firmly. It'll click into place, and then once it clicks into place, you can just put it back into the fridge by connecting the wire and pushing it back in, so its little plastic tabs will lock into the housing on the fridge, and then you should be good to go. It could be though that the bulb you just changed wasn't the bad one, so you have to kind of do this one by one. I started in the lower left hand corner. So I'm going to put this brand new bulb on. I put the wire connector in nice and tight. I'll check it. I still have a dim bulb, and the dim bulb is throughout the entire fridge, not just that one. So I'm going to try the next one. Same procedure. I'll take it out, correct it, put it back in with a new LED. Still same thing. Here's the third one. This one's the first one on the roof. So I'll press that little tab, pull it free, and now I'm going to use a pair of pliers to just pull it right out of the housing. That's probably the fastest way to do it. It'll come out of those clips, put a new bulb in, new LED, and then I'm going to hook up the wire again. And now I've got light. I've got light actually to all the lights. These are just like the old-fashioned Christmas tree lights. One goes bad and they all go out. But you fix that one bad bulb and they all turn back on, nice and bright. It's so nice to have the light back in the fridge. So I'm just going to push that back up into its housing. It was the third one in the row was the troublemaker, and now all the bulbs are working. But I did order, I think I got 8 bulbs from Amazon. They're really inexpensive, so I'm going to go ahead and replace all of them while I got a chance here, because probably the other ones are getting near the end of their life cycle too. I'm not sure how long that takes for an LED bulb to go out. Most LED bulbs last a long time. So I'm putting in a new one after I've replaced the LED. So that's just going to probably last longer than if I had just replaced that one that was a troublemaker. Could be also too that the connection for the LED gets messed up through condensation, through a little water getting in there. So sometimes just taking the wire off and putting it back on can be enough to get your bulbs going again. So out of all the ways of taking that bulb out of the housing, just grabbing it firmly with pliers and pulling towards you is probably the fastest way. Prying it off with a small screwdriver works too, but it's a little harder. You're actually probably more likely to break the plastic tab on the housing. Some of the housings are really expensive, especially if you get instead of the silver ones, if you get the white ones. So it's always recommended not to buy the housing, but just to buy the much less expensive LED bulbs. Putting that one back in, and you can buy these LEDs one by one, I think for about $9. Or if you buy, I believe 4 of them, it's $27. So it's still a really good price. There are other things that can make your bulbs all not work, your LEDs, like a bad door switch, but it's much more common with the GE fridge. It's just these LED modules. Now for the next bulbs, I'm using the same kind of LED modules, the LED bulbs, but these are red instead of a white backing to them, but they are the same size and work the same way. So you can use either one that you can buy online. And again, these are from Amazon. We have a link in the description below. But these red and the white ones work the same. They're not brighter or less bright. They have the same size wire connector. Everything's the same. Just different color. So here's the last one, bottom one here. Again, it is working. We're trying it out. And the ones that are working, we are going to keep them as reserve bulbs, but the theory is that if we replace all these at the same time, then maybe all of them will last for a long time without having to replace them, which would be good. So again, these are red, but no difference in how they work. I have my best success just using the pliers to take these out and even to put them back in. Just kind of put them in position and then press in firmly. Give it a little push with your thumbs, and then you're all set. So we got them all going, and it was an easy, fast fix. Probably for around $27, maybe as much as $30. But easy to do, just take you a few minutes. And if you have a technician do it, you're looking at probably $150. So I'm glad this helped you.